14 gauge aluminum craft wire. You see all those pretty circles? I didn't make those. Let's make some earrings. I had an idea for this. I don't think it's going to work, but at least it'll be fun putting it on camera and pretending. I'm taking about 7 inches, which is probably way too much. Oh, let's do 8 inches. I'm even making more too much. Let's do 2 of them at that much. No, let's not. Let's just do 1. Okay. First, we're just going to do what we normally do and make a loop. Voila. Our loop is complete. Now we're going to, let's make the loop tighter. Make this a tiny, there we go, pinch it. Oh yeah, that's nice, tight little loop. Okay, and we're gonna pinch it right here, right there on the end like that. So pinch and bend it, right angle. Very nice, right angle. Now, how far down do we want our earrings to be? Yeah, let's not go too crazy. Let's go about there. It's about 1.5 inches, about 3 centimeters, okay? Right angle, bam. Okay. And right angle. Oh, this would look good, except now the loop is not in the middle, so we have problem. Have to roll the loop. There we go. Now we need to make one more loop. Try to make this look like a good rectangle. Kind of looks like a mess right now. Okay, that's better. Nope. See how this loop is still off to one side. We're going to cut a little bit. This is a trick you can do. Cut a little bit off and roll it a little bit tighter. Okay, that pushes it further over. That's more where we want it to be. All right. Now, want another loop to come around right about there. We'll cut this right about there. Hopefully that's the right amount. If not, we made a mess. Remember, I've never done this, only in my imagination. Make another loop. I think we're good. Bend that right angle again. Okay. So what we want is these loops to come together and this to have a nice, almost perfect rectangle. It's not going to be perfect because nothing we do is perfect. But let's make these corners sharper, pulling it right like that. And then we have to bend the pieces back. So you have to use different angles to try to get it just right. Make this a little sharper, a little sharper, a little sharper, a little sharper, and then bend them back. Okay, it's starting to look at it from every angle. Make sure it's straight. Don't go crazy trying to make it perfect, but you know the hammering is going to mess it up again anyway. But you know. Now we hammer them like this because we don't want to hammer them on top of each other or it'll create weak spots. So we have to open it up to hammer it. Now let's make another one that's similar before we go to hammer it. Because when hammering it, we'll change the size slightly. Let's take another piece. It's about 8 inches and base it off of this one. Let's make the loop again. Hold it right there. Make that right angle. Make sure it lines up with the next one. There we go. Notice they're not completely perfect, but they're close. And getting these little corners and everything to line up, it's a little bit more like sculpting than wire wrapping. It's not an exact formula. It's more like just trial and error, play with it. It's like you're sculpting the beautiful aluminum. Okay, I think this is good and it's ready for the hammering. Remember, you can steal your anvil from some Keebler elves, or you can just get any heavy piece of metal. You can get like a door hinge or something and nail it to a big block of wood and use that, but any flat, heavy piece of metal will do. And then get a hammer. Start hammering it. Okay, now they're all messed up. See if we could bend them back into, yeah, that's a pretty good rectangle. Not bad, not bad. Turn it sideways, try to get it as straight as you can. Oh, that one's a little, you gotta mess with them a little bit. Sometimes you might need your pliers again. Get them as close to a rectangle as you can. They're not gonna be perfect. That's okay. You can still bend them, believe it or not. You can still change the shape because the aluminum is so flexible. Even after they're hardened from the hammering, you can make them more of a rectangle with your pliers if you so see fit. All right. Now get your favorite chip stones. Try to get a bunch of them so you can, don't go too crazy trying to pick the perfect ones. Just stack a bunch up. All right, get some 22 gauge. Let's take about 1.5 feet. It's about 1/2 meter. And take one of these guys. Let's take about 1 inch out from one end and wrap it around the little loop at the top, okay? And we're just going to go straight down and stack as many chips as we can. See if they fit good. I think I could fit one more. On second thought, scratch that. You don't want them to be too tight because we're going to do some movement in here. So if they're a little bit loose like that, that's probably better. Now, we're going to thread this guy through here. Pull it nice and tight. This can be done with 24 or 26 gauge. I happen to just have 22 on me, so that's what I'm using. But honestly, this could work with a lot of these different gauges. All right, so now we're gonna go diagonal and let's see if this works. I was gonna thread it around and around, but I'm not sure I wanna do that now. Do I wanna do that? Kinda just like them the way they are. I think I'm just gonna leave them like that. Yeah. Makes it nice and easy, right? So in this case, maybe it's better to do 22 gauge because then you have a little stronger, okay? So I'm just gonna I'm gonna go through one more time just to really anchor it. All right, and then I'm gonna cut it right here, just enough to make myself a nice swirl. Take this, pinch it, turn it around, make a nice tight little swirl. See how that's rolling up like that? Just little tiny turns, flattening it. All right, pretty little swirl at the bottom. Pretty little swirl at the bottom. Pretty little swirls on your jewelry. Pretty little swirls at the bottom. Pretty little swirls on your jewelry. Watch this. Another little pretty swirl with this piece, top part left right here. Get it right up in there, fold it down. Right there. Oh, yeah. Good, 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 good. Now, let's see. You could stop right here. Put the 2 jump rings in the earring hook. Beautiful earrings. Really cool. Really different, right? Or, let's see if we can do this. Ready? Hold them on the ends. Let's get all this mess out of the way first. You don't need to be seeing that. There we go. Nice, clear tabletop. Ready? 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 Twist. Uh-oh, what's happening? What's happening? Twist. What is happening? Twist. Is this working? I don't know. Maybe we should have left it the way it was. It's getting crazy. I'm not sure this is working, but I'm going to keep going for it. All right, those stones are sticking out every which way now. That's crazy. Can we twist it all the way around? It's kind of just bending right there and there. I want to try to get like an even roundness to it. This is very, putting a lot of pressure with my fingers. This might be hard for everybody. I'm trying to just bend a, whoa. I think I went too crazy this time. Oh, I'm pushing the stones back in, that's helping. Stones were popping out too much. Wow, that's crazy. That is different. Okay, as I'm working. There we go. Get your pliers and work it. Work it into a curve. Work it into a nice curve. You want it to be rounded. It's going to take a little bit of sculpting again. Just keep turning it every which way and looking at it, and try to see if you can get it into a real. Look how that's all messed up there. We got this. We're taking care of you, buddy. We're not going to leave you all messed up. All right. That is looking like some craziness. Okay. I'm going to say probably leave it the way it was. Don't do this. Leave it the way it was before I twisted it. That was a cool earring. This is just insanity. But now I have to do it to both of them. So if you want to do this, if you think you can make it work, it's really hard to get this curve because I'm just doing little bends, little bends. It's hard to get that S curve to really be smooth all the way through. Now another thing, instead of making a flat bottom, you could have made a leaf shape, like a point. That might have helped. We could do a totally different shape. We could have done like a long leaf shape like that. That might have twisted better. But this is what I had in my imagination, and I went for it. And that's the only way to learn, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if I hadn't put the stones in here, I could have just twisted it and twisted it probably, and it would look really cool. I tried to do both. Add the cool stones and twist it. I'm a little bit insane, and I pay the price. And you know what? The price is awesomeness. So if you want a piece of this awesomeness, then you do some crazy stuff too. I'm kind of liking it now. As I'm sculpting it, I'm kind of sort of enjoying. I was starting to give up on it. I was starting to abandon it, like, and now I'm starting to take it back. Like, I love you again. I'm sorry that I doubted you. Come on, that's pretty fun, right? See if we can make another one like it, huh? Huh? All right. All right. Let's see if we can get the second one going. Here we go. Twisting, twisting, twisting the night away. Twisting, twisting. Everybody's feeling great. Twisting, twisting. Oh, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Yep. I really think having a sharper point there would have been made it easier to turn. But now we're just going to do the sculpting part, and we're going to be fine. Okay, this one came out decidedly worse. Look at that. It's still fun. If you put them together, maybe nobody will know. But that one came out better. So next time I'm not going to add the stones. I'm just going to twist. or I will add the stones and I will leave it flat without twisting. This is Matt trying to do everything at once, and you learned. I still think they're pretty cool, and I think someone will wear them, but man, this second pair looks a little bit, I'm going to still see if I can salvage it a little bit, but it's a little bit funky, a little bit too funky for what I was thinking. And then these two loops kept on getting away from each other. One kept sliding down away from the other. That's not what we wanted. There we go. All right, that's fixing it a little bit. All right, let's add the two jump rings at the top and be done. One 10mm jump ring, one 4mm, and one hook should be enough. Technically, since these don't really have a front or back, you could almost just get away with the big one and the hook. But I still suspect it might look better with the big and the little. The reason we put two is to keep the hooks facing forward, but in this case, which way is forward? I don't know, but let's just see if these look cool when someone tries them on. I guess technically, wherever we have this little swirl here is the front, although this swirl ended up on the back, so does it really matter? I don't know. Maybe not. Voila.